Hello humans, robots and androids from all around the world. My name is Robovasa. Why did I say this so relaxing? My name is Robovasa, and today we're going to be continue playing some Hades in the background and yapping about Greek mythology. So I asked on my Instagram account, I made like a poll and all that stuff, and I asked, what exactly do you like me to speak about? Like what kind of myths would you like me to speak about this time in this specific video? And some of you answered, so like I put some choices. I said the gods in general. I said Odyssea, Iliad, Perseus and Theseus and stuff like that. And most of you actually voted for gods in general. So I went again ahead and asked some specific people that I know that they are very much in love with Greek mythology as much as I am. And I was like, what exactly would you like me to speak about? Which gods would you like me to speak about? So we're going to be starting off with, like last time that we spoke about gods, we spoke about Ares, and we got to talk about the most like the punching bag. It was kind of the punching bag, the butt of the joke every single freaking time regarding the other gods. Like there are so many freaking instances where let me just put the sound a bit up. I guess I hope this doesn't fuck up my recording. So yeah, there was like he was the butt of the joke. Ares is always the butt of the joke. So what we actually got to explore more about, we're going to be exploring more about today, is his mama, Hera. Now, Hera, or for you English-speaking bitches, Hera, anyways, she is the mother of the gods. She's like the queen of the gods, let's be more respectful to all her titles. So, Hera, among many others, has also being portrayed by the media, there we go, in a specific manner that's not always the best. You know what I'm talking about, you freaking know who I'm talking about, always, you know, my mortal enemy. But let's just see who she is. So she was one of the first 6 children that were given birth by Gaia and Kronos. Kronos, I can't speak. And she was the and she got married to her brother Zeus, and thus became the mother of the gods and the queen of the gods. She is the goddess of marriage, of women, the sky, and the stars of the heaven. She is, like, I love her, mother. So she is. Sorry, I just wanted to double check something. Hera has been given, and she has been known for so many stuff. She also has been known for her jealousy partners, her jealousy parts, like the ones that everybody is all around is going, oh, she was just such a jealous wife to Zeus. I'm like, have we forgotten that Zeus literally cheated on that woman repeatedly, so many freaking times? Like, Hera has 2 children. I think like Hera has definitely like her child is Iris and Hephaestus from all the Greek pantheon, and I think that's it. Like I'm trying to remember her other children, and it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that I think those were all her children. She did have some favorite cities of Greece that we're actually going to be talking about in a little bit. But I think that her children were like from all the Olympian children, it was only Hephaestus and Ares. But oh, there we go. She also had Angelos, Arye, Icharites, Ilithia, Eleftheria, Eris, Evie, and Hephaestus. I need to double check the Lethia part. So see, we like to think about it. From the main 12 gods that we all know and love, she didn't really participate in the whole, like for the goddess about marriage and children. She was the one. What the fuck am I saying? She was one that did not exactly had many. Like she had many, but you get what I mean. Was also protector of childbirth. I think I said it. I don't freaking remember it. She was her symbols were the cockatoo and the peacock, and she also her sacrificial animal and the animal that she also represented was cow, which is actually pretty interesting because we have bull for Poseidon, we also have bull for Zeus, and we also have cow for Hera. It's actually pretty interesting, but the thing is that Hera, because of her whole jealousy and all that stuff, she has been portrayed in the media in so many ways of just her jealousy or the poor wife of Zeus and like all that stuff. I won't lie and say that my girlie didn't fuck up with Heracles and literally tried to murder the baby. She got him to she literally was like, "Hey, Pookie Boo Boo, kill your wife and your children, and now you have to do 12, what's it called, labors." Yes. So yeah, I'm not gonna to justify, but you have to give her some. You have to give her some. You know, you have to give her some. She was the birth goddess. Oh yeah. And she also was the birth goddess, yes, at Argos and Samos. She was considered the queen of heaven and marriage goddess, as we said that before. She was patron of those cities, and she was like Athens. She was like Athena in Athens, and she also had a celebration there called the Sealed Espida, and there was an armed procession in her honor at Samos. That happened so basically she was actually, given some love in those other cities. We only like see that's part of her in all the media of how she's just this jealous woman, and no, she was actually we need to remember also, like, everybody keeps saying about Athena, when Paris had to give basically he was given the golden apple and he was supposed to give it either to Aphrodite, Athena, or Hera. And he gave it to Aphrodite. Each goddess gave him something. We need to remember that, Athena, maiden, okay, this is pretty lady. Aphrodite, goddess of beauty. But we have over there our MILF. We got a MILF over there, and she was like, "I'm gonna give you marriage, Spooky. It's gonna be a lovely marriage." And she basically gave what Aphrodite was giving, but Aphrodite was like, "I'm just gonna give you the prettiest of the girls." And it's like, really, dude? Paris, I'm a hater. I hate Paris. I hate Paris with a burning passion. I don't like the guy. I legitimately don't like the guy. I find him so annoying. I want to, violence with him. I'm gonna choose violence. There are many myths regarding Hera, and I think one of the saddest one is where Hephaestus, her son, created chains and a throne that could make a god not be able to use her power. Actually, he drugged her first. He drugged her and then put her in that throne and in those chains and it's as a punishment or some shit for not giving him love or some shit. And it's a little bit sad. It's actually very sad. It's actually very and that's why Zeus found that out, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing to your own mother? Get out of here!" And that's why Hephaestus is limping. That's how it is like that. So she's not. We have Omeros. He's not making her in a very good light, and she was also not been given so much love by other people, in so many passages where they pretty much speak about her jealousy. But there are so many myths that were there, but there are myths that they're called about her and how much she's worshipped, and how actually she's a pretty cool lady. Like Samos, as we said, she had a whole ceremony for her that she did, and she honored people. Yes. So the next one that we were going to be talking about, something that I actually really enjoy, and as somebody another goddess that was interesting to discuss, is Artemis. Now Artemis, I find it very freaking funny how in some media, and also in Hades, for example, she's also portrayed in this Hades. We see her like a young person. I'll say maybe early teens, and late teens, like early young adult. Like in Hades 2, you can actually see her growing up. But it's very, very freaking interesting how we all, like, there are so many media, for example, Percy Jackson, where she's portrayed as a child, even though she has children. Details, 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 details. But it's interesting how the media is like, oh yeah, Artemis is a child. I'm like, no, she's a maiden. See, just because she does not want to have children, and just because she doesn't need a man, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that she is supposed to be portrayed like that. Also, find it freaking Artemis. I love how the duality between her and her brother. So Artemis, let me start again. Artemis, she is the goddess of childbirth. Also, the protectress of the girl child up to the age of marriage. All right, the wilderness and the wild animals. And of course, hunting. I forgot to hunt. How could I forget the hunting? So she's also. Did I say the moon? I don't remember if I said the moon. She's also the part of the moon. She's also part of the moon. She's also considered the goddess of the moon in some passages. She, like her twin brother, as like she has a twin brother who is Apollo, and I also found that freaking interesting how Apollo actually is. Jesus fucking Christmas, I'm sorry, just reading some stuff I didn't freaking know. I also find it like I remember like, it was a book where we had Artemis. Artemis, by the way, is the first twin out of the two. Like like she's older by some seconds / minutes, and she actually, according to the Greek mythology, helped her mother Leto give birth to her brother, because apparently he like he couldn't get out. It was like really hard actually for Leto to give birth to Apollo, and Artemis helped her. I find it hilarious because just imagine little baby just okay. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. In ancient times, Artemis was also usually depicted as a girl or a young maiden with a handing bow and quiver of arrows. That's why we all had this whole part of her looking and being portrayed in the media as a little bit youngish. And she was young, okay? She was like one of the younger gods. But I really find it hilarious how we have her, the maiden, the one who's a little bit like away from marriage, away from all that, portrayed by a young like a younger version and a young maiden. And then you have her brother Apollo, who is literally a fucking hoe. I'm sorry, he kind of is a little, like little bit, okay, a little bit. Oh yeah, so also so just to bring back from the previous video that we did on Hades regarding Ares. I don't remember if I said about this, but there is a myth regarding Artemis, Hermes, and Ares, where basically the what was it? There were two giants who wanted to lure in Artemis and Hermes, and or Hermes for the English-speaking people, and actually they wanted to lure them in, so they kidnapped Ares. They put him in a vase or some shit. I don't remember what it was. And like they locked him in there, and no other Olympian noticed, which is very fucking sad. And so so fucking sad. This is so sad. And so they sent a message to Artemis and Hermes, and they were like, "Hey, we got Ares," and Hermes helped free Ares while Artemis was transformed into a stag, and she like went in the middle of the two giants and so like taunt them like you cannot fucking touch me, and they were like and they bonk and they killed each other. So she also has now there's a myth, for example, where the handsome giant Orion was a companion of the goddess, but her jealous brother Apollo tricked her into killing him with a distant bow shot, which Apollo, what the fuck are you doing? Apollo is the angry younger brother, like, who's like, what are you doing? Why are you being so mean? Mew, 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 mew. What are you doing? You can only play with me. I'm gonna get fucking dead by, I don't know, the worst disease that exists in robot kind. Anyways. Um, yeah. So see also, oh freaking yes, we also have Artemis name drop in Iliada. Iliad. I think it's Iliad called in English. I don't fucking know. I don't care. I don't. You know what? We're talking about Greek stuff here. You need to learn the right way. Iliada, more. Where basically Agamemnon offended her so badly that she was like, fuck you, you're not leaving. You're not gonna go to the Troy. Δεν θα πας στον Τροϊκό πόλεμο. You're not going to the Trojan War. Trojan, Troikos. Okay, Troikos. Το έχουμε. Good. To Trojan War, and Agamemnon was like, oh, I know what to do to appeal to the goddess. I'm gonna sacrifice my daughter. Agamemnonas, look. There's so much fucking hate for Agamemnonas, and I get it. He tried to sacrifice his daughter. I get it. I understand. But I don't like the fact that we are brushing the fact that his wife not only cheated on him while he was away, not only she did not give a fuck about her other two children, but she also tried to kill him in the least honorable way, aka when he was at the bathroom, where he basically did not have his armor, he did not have his shield, he did not have his weapons. And you might disagree and say, no, but he was a fucking awful guy, he almost killed the daughter, and I get it, I fucking get it, don't get me wrong. But that does not mean that the minister didn't also fuck, okay? She cheated. That doesn't mean that she cheated and she was very disrespectful to your other two children. I also, according to some, there are two basic variations about Iphigenia. Yeah, I don't know why I confuse you with Antigone for sometimes. Anyways, there's also two variations for Iphigenia. One, it says that basically, she did not get sacrificed. Artemis, though, picked her up and basically took her away, and she was like, "You're safe now, Pookie." And the other variation is like, the other variation basically it says that she did die. You know, she got sacrificed, but then also Artemis took her spirit. You know, just to keep her safe and all that jazz. So there are two variations. Like Clytemnestra, I'm getting it. The guy killed your daughter or almost killed your daughter, but that doesn't give you the right to do whatever else you did to your other two children, to be such a dickhead to the other two kids. Number one. And number two, again, I don't like the fact that we had to go ahead and say, you know what, you're going to die in the worst way possible, in the bathroom. I don't know. It could be my my honorable spirit talking about, my Greek spirit coming out of honor. Okay, I'm Zuko or some shit. I died because I say shit like that. Oh yeah, that's actually. Oh whoa, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. Holy shit, I didn't know about this myth. I'm reading some myths because I know some stuff, but I'm also wanting to have this experience with you guys where I read the myths and I just tell you right now that, oh, look at this myth. For example, Artemis was a divine ally of the Trojans. That's true. Artemis and Apollo were with the Trojans. They in Troiko Polemo, Artemis and Apollonas were actually with the Trojan side, and there has been a passage where the gods, like the Greek people, did something stupid, or they forgot to do something. They did something stupid, and there is like a whole scene where Apollo just says "fuck it" and just takes arrows and starts hitting the Greek. Like, no, unprovoked. He's like, I'm gonna fucking do a practice target on these Greek people, and everybody's gonna fucking watch. So Artemis was with them, and she came into a clash between the rival fractions of gods, and she confronted Hera. And that's beautiful because we spoke about Hera before. But the Queen of Gods, she took the bow from her hands, like she ripped it out, and she beat her about the head, like she beat her on the head with her bow. And she sent her fleeing back to Olympus in tears. Now, I had no fucking idea about this. And that's actually happened after the death of Patroclus, where Achilles returned to the war and Zeus again allowed the gods to return to Troy in support of their favorites. Right, there was a time period in the Trojan War, which is also what I would love to talk about. I would love to make a whole episode about the Trojan War because it's so juicy, where Zeus basically told them, hey, no interfering, and then they interfered, and the divine fractures then broke into open conflict, and Artemis stood against Hera and was beaten by the goddess. My girl got her ass whooped. No, there's not. I thought this was actually going to be a picture, because if there was a picture I was gonna fucking cry. So yeah, so that's so freaking funny to me, because I just imagine her going to Hera as like all bravado and everything, and she's like, oh my god, like I'm going to fucking what is the goddess of war gonna do to me, huh? What you gonna do? Going to throw me a peacock or some shit, or cockatoo even? And Hera is like, shut the fuck up, you little shit. And just beats her up with a bow. I don't know, I find it I literally am just saying that sometimes I'm literally reading the myths to have this little oh my god, what the fuck, there are so many like gods. Now, for example, but Hera, the August consort of Zeus, full of anger, scolded the lady of the souring arrows in words of revealment. How have you had the daring, you shameless hussy, Jesus, to stand up and face me? It will be hard for you to match your strength with mine, even if you wear a bow, since Zeus has made you a lion among women, and given you leave to kill any at your pleasure. Better for you to hunt down the ravening beasts in the mountain and deer of the wilds, than try to fight in strength with your betters. But if you would learn what fighting is, come on, you will find out how much stronger I am when you try to match strength against me. Mark me down as a big Hera support. This is what Hera said to Artemis. I don't know why I'm acting like this is drama actually happened. I should do that. I should like act like this is like this just in from the Trojan War. The news that we got about the beef between Artemis and Hera, and she said that. Can you believe it? Unprovoked. I'm literally acting like this is the news and like or some drama shit that actually happened, and it's not part of the myths. But that's like what's so fun about it. It's like a black screen. Love it. I'm in love with this. I mean, that's so fucking funny. Cause what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so she even like she went to her and said, haha, you're weak against Poseidon. And okay. She's not that clever. She's a clever girly, but she's not a clever girly. Like we all can see that she's not. I should do like a funny series, like I'm acting like this is the whole drama shit that is going on. This is so funny. Anyways, that's all the time that we will have for now. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of videos. This is a little bit different from what we usually do, but I really do hope that you enjoy them. But yes, if you guys did enjoy it, you click the like button. This is in the comment section as well. Any kind of support really helps me, especially subscribing. Thank you all so much for subscribing. Your support helps my robotic heart actually beat. So yeah, you're wonderful, guys. Thank you so much for everything. And if you want to see me doing more of this, there is like a series and a script, and you can just click the notification bell to get notified about anything that I do. Thank you all so much for watching. Rababasa, signing out.